Hello and welcome to New Filmmakers Los Angeles in partnership with Movie Maker magazine. My name is Danny DeLillo and we're here at the Cambridge Los Angeles showroom in West Hollywood, and I'm here with Arpad with his movie The Thread. Let's take a look at a clip.
Dímelo.
Honnan?
Adesso sto.
Arpad, congratulations on The Thread.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing it with us. It was a really wondrous experience to have your film.
Thank you for inviting.
Oh, of course, of course. For those that haven't had the pleasure of experiencing it, tell us a brief synopsis of your film.
Basically, if you commit a crime, you get bounded by it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the same if you get bounded with somebody. You cannot really untie yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Even after death, there is going to be a thread holding these two people together. And
Yeah.
this is what my film is about, meant to be about, that these two people are tied in together.
So The Thread has got that, has got
Yep.
true meaning to it, you know,
Yep.
what it actually means. What was also really fantastic is a lot of audience were just going away and thinking about what they've just seen.
Yeah.
And having questions. Did you kind of want to have this ambiguous kind of ending where you're like, people are just going away thinking, well, what was that and what was the relationship and what happens now? Is that something you kind of wanted to create for your audience?
Yes, but also because you don't have the time to tell all the story, you need to break it down. We cut out a lot of text,
Mm-hmm.
which can be also, you know, it's like, what is going on?
But I think that was a great thing. You understood visually, you know, and through the performances and how it was shot, you know, what you were trying to create, which is a credit to you. You know, obviously, you know, you're back in your home country making films. When can we kidnap you and keep you in Los Angeles? Is that happening? What's next for you?
I'm working right now on a script,
Mm-hmm.
which I want to keep simple.
Mhm.
Again, there will be more texts. It's kind of my own story as well, but also the story of my friends who I've met in the last 5 years in Amsterdam.
Mm-hmm.
And it's about gastronomy, so cooking,
Oh, very cool.
food porn.
Food porn. There we go. So we're all gonna get hungry. Our taste buds are gonna go wild watching your film. Is that what's gonna
But
happen?
On a funny way, it's also kind of about LA. You can kind of relate yourself if you're living in LA, because what I've been experiencing in Amsterdam, but obviously if you would go to London or to Berlin, you have this lot of expat communities who, these people are home to everywhere, but they don't really are home where
Mhm.
they're living. So
Mhm.
they, you know, it's not, they are like 1 foot here, 1
Mhm,
foot at
mhm.
another place. And these people go with an attempt that they would like to be somebody in
Mhm.
that place. For example, I know people from cafes, restaurants, who are like obvious like actors,
Mhm.
photographs, architects, designers, and so on and so on. The people who did schools,
Yeah.
and they went there with their dreams.
Mm-hmm.
And when I visited just 2 weeks ago, they were still in the restaurants, and they were still working in a kitchen or in bar as a barista.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of a thing that it's safe to be there
Yeah.
and to stop with it and to start your own profession
Mm-hmm.
is sometimes frightening, but then also it kind of flows away.
Mm-hmm.
And this is kind of La La Land is about that. If you choose for your profession, if you
Mhm.
choose for fame, you choose
Mhm.
for success,
Mm-hmm.
it can be frightening, and you could have 1 or 2 really bad experiences. You go to castings and it's boring, and I mean, it's not even boring, it's
Yeah.
confusing that they're not interested in you, and then you just don't want to fail again. You don't
Yeah.
want to have another casting like that, and you just stop with it. You just stop your dream to follow your
Is
dream.
it about people going into kind of the food industry? Is that?
Well, it's the thing is that the food industry in Holland, it's kind of run by expats. Most of the kitchen personnel and baristas, they are from abroad. And my story is basically about to have this island, what you have in Pinocchio. And Disney story Pinocchio,
Mhm.
the kids are going to this island where they can smoke, they can drink, nobody says like, you shouldn't do that. So it's kind of free, you know, it's nobody judges you. And that's Amsterdam. Nobody judges you.
That is very much like Amsterdam.
Yeah, and it's tempting.
Mhm.
So if you go there, you kind of get lazy,
Mm-hmm.
can be lazy, but on the other hand, it's your dream is kind of getting into a misty cloud and going really far away from you. And this is my story about that. All my friends in Amsterdam, most of them, they don't follow their dreams. They get stuck, and they are doing something else, which is also nice.
Yeah.
I worked 5 years in a kitchen.
So you know how it feels. Well, I think it's a very good story because around the world, you know, that is an experience, and this is great that you're giving us a pathway to sort of seeing how that is for people, and particularly personal experiences as well. RP, it's a pleasure to have you here and sharing your story. We're very much looking forward to much more of your work.
Thank you.
So thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.